everything going. Let's see. I need a link for this. Let's see. Copy link. Okay, let's get this link sent out and then we can get started. Tonight we have last chance one and dones. So all of these will be going away after this weekend, after this invoice goes out. They will be put into boxes and lots and that type of thing. So this is the last time we will show them, and then they will be going away. Alright, looks like everything's working. So we'll hope we got it all right. Make sure you say hi as you come in so that I can check and see whether everything is working with the chat, because I did have to fix it a little bit. Why does it want me to insert a key? There we go. Alright. It looks like everything's working right on the chat, but I just want to make sure, because we did have to download an update. So, alright, that should be it. Hello, Mom. Yours didn't quite go up there yet. Let's see if it does. Hello, Violet. Looks like yours didn't go on there either. Interesting. Always interesting. Download something new and it doesn't work. I have no idea why it's not working tonight. But anyway, we've got the windows, so I can see you. So we should be good. I know that when I sent the text message, or the fake test message, only the YouTube one was coming up for some reason. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the, maybe that'll help. Looks like maybe it was muted. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yes, you're being resistant. I don't know what the deal is, but you've decided not to come up. That's fine. I can watch the messages over here on the side of my screen. Okay, let's see. So we have last chance one and dones tonight. Everything is still 3 for $8. If you do not buy in multiples of 3, I have a different way to do that. I'll just invoice you an amount through Square, and you will get an invoice from the Paparazzi site that shows your pieces but will not have a price on it. So that's the easiest way for me to do that, because on Square I can do any amount that I want to. I can just type it in. So you'll be getting dollar amount invoices from Square and inventory type and order confirmation type from Paparazzi. So you'll actually get in 2 invoices for each order. Hello, Shannon. Yep, still not wanting to come up on the chat. YouTube is, but Facebook is not. Who knows? It's whatever at this point. Alright, so I've got out, let's see, a few multicolor things. I've got out some browns in both long and short. I've got some gold, and I've got some blue tonight. So that's what we have out. All of these are one and done pieces. This is the last opportunity to buy these before they go into a lot, a bulk lot. So we're trying to weed things out. We are on a countdown, so 24 more days, 25 to last show. Whatever day that is. Let's see what March looks like. 31st is on a Tuesday. So we actually, our last show will be on the 29th of March. I will still keep posting things on my page, my social media page, Instagram and Facebook. I do have some oil spill, but I do not have any out tonight because it is the one and done stuff. That's the last chance. So no oil spill in this one. We've got out some browns, some blues, and some gold, and a few of the multicolored. They're actually multicolored. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So we've got all necklace sets tonight. Let's see what we have. And I have my longer jewelry bust tonight so that we can show the longer earrings, or the longer necklaces, I'm sorry. So, yeah, some of these necklaces are going to look short on here, but that's just because the bust is extra long to show the long necklaces. Alright, so we've got the royal blue rhinestones, upside down teardrops. They have little white rhinestones on the, I don't know what you call this little thing. I guess we're going to call it a clasp, even though it doesn't really close. But the little thing that it hangs from. And then we have silver polished beads. This is on a snake type chain. The earrings are the silver polished beads. This is the length of this necklace. So it is hanging above the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to go down to mid-chest, which is going to be right about here. So we have Crown Jewel Couture. This is in blue. Everything's one and done. Number one tonight. I'm going to have to repeat that about 17 million times. So those of you who are here, I'm sorry. But you know, people join the show at all points during the show, so I have to keep repeating myself. Yacht Tour in brown. So this has like a sweet tea colored faceted beads in the large silver chain. I have one like this and I really like it. It's very versatile, and the oversized chains are popular right now, so this is a nice choice. It's 2 layers. You can see that it's hanging kind of from here, so not 2 layers all the way around. The earrings are the sweet tea colored beads, that brown. This is the length. This is a little bit longer necklace, a longer short necklace, if that makes any sense. So it is hanging almost down to the bust. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to hang right here in the middle of the bust. So still going to be an upper torso necklace, but it's a longer one. This is Yacht Tour in brown, and it is going to be number 2. Number 3, last one of these, and I thought seriously about confiscating this one for myself, and I still might, depending on whether it sells or not, because this is, they discontinued this blockbuster in this color. So this is gold. This is the Sands of Time. They call these twisted hourglass pieces. I don't know if I would call them that, but they are twisted pieces. We've got the polished and we've got the textured. And then these have little peachy colored rhinestones dotted in there. I like it because it's different and it's still pretty. And the earrings are also those little twisted hourglass, what they call twisted hourglass shapes. This one also is a little bit longer. You can see that that last piece hangs way down here beyond the mid chest. With the 2-inch extension, this one's going to hang just above the bust. So we have the Sands of Time in gold, and this one is number 3. Now we do still have that in the silver. I have several of those. So if you prefer the silver, you just let me know. Those are not one and dones, but we do have them. I have everything. All right, in the multicolor, we have Party Procession. Party Procession. This is a gray, a dark olive green, and a pale pink. I don't know if you can see all those colors. And then we have the silver beads mixed in. We have some with a linear texture and some with like a hammered texture in there. It's kind of a bubbly type of necklace. The earrings are the gray beads. So like a medium gray. This is the length, so it is hanging just below the collarbone, so right about here. With the 2-inch extension, not quite going to make that collar length. So this is going to be an upper chest necklace. So we have Party Procession in multi, and this one is going to be number 4. I like that combination of colors. That's not normally something I would probably wear together, although maybe the pink and the green, but it gives you some more options to mix and match your wardrobe. So, always nice. I also have that same necklace. I'm not going to show you the length again, but I have that same necklace in a blue. And it's kind of like a light slate blue. Same beads, but they're all blue. And then the silver ones mixed in. And the earrings also in that blue. So this is the same exact necklace as the last one, just a different color. So this one is going to be number 5, the blue version. Let's see, number 6. What are we showing next? Oh, I just wore mine like this the other night. Let me pull this one out. I like this one. This is called Dynamic Default in gold. These are little rectangular shaped, what do we call those? I don't know, like little rods or pipes, because they are hollow. The chain goes through them. There are 4 layers, 5 layers of these? 5 layers of these. So I don't know, when I wore mine, it kind of sat off to the side. It didn't hang all together. It hung more like that. And then the earrings are the gold tassels. This is the length. Yeah, mine hung more like that. There we go. So it shows a little bit more of the necklace. So this one is up above the collar, but with the 2-inch extension, it is going to be down here at mid-chest. So we have Dynamic Default in gold, and it is number 6. Number 7. Let's see. Let's do this one. It's also in gold, but it's in blue. Blue and gold. I've had my eye on this one too, because there's actually a pair of blue and gold earrings, but they're in teardrop shape. That's the only thing throwing me off, because this is that emerald cut. So that is a very pale blue. And it is in a gold frame, and it has the gold beaded chain. And these tassel earrings are kind of nice too, because they are the gold beaded chain as well. So you don't really need to upgrade the earrings unless you want to. This is the length. So this one is sitting down at the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to here. So it is going to be down below mid-chest. Just barely. This is Suave Simplicity in blue. And you can see it is so pale blue you can barely tell. This one is number 7. Number 8. Let's see, where'd my browns go? I put them down on my desk. I should never ever do that. This one is Leafy Leader in brown. So this is brown and gold. Again, we have that brown, kind of a sweet tea, but they look a little bit darker. If you get them in the light, you can see it has more of that sweet tea color. So these are faceted leaf shaped rhinestones, and then we have the little gold leaves in between. Each of these has a strip of white rhinestones running down the center, where that center vein in the leaf would be. Our earrings are the white rhinestones in the gold back. This is the length. So it is sitting just above the collar right now. With the 2-inch extension though, it's going to sit down to here, so mid-chest. We have Leafy Leader in brown. This one is going to be number 8. Great. Number 9. One more brown and gold one. Seashell Sophistication in brown. These are brown enameled seashells. Then we have the little ones in between. We also have some little off-white pearly beads. They're kind of chunky pearly beads in there. The earrings are the off-white chunky pearly beads. So if you're missing the beach right now, you can at least wear it around your neck. There's the length. So it is just above the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down to mid-chest here. So we have Seashell Sophistication in brown. This one is going to be number 9. Number 10. We have, hello Jessica. We have Oceanic Opera in multi. So we have these little rippled, kind of wavy silver discs. And then we have these shell type discs. So we've got them in pink, in yellow. There's a light blue back here. Let me see if I can get it out. They kind of like to hide behind each other. A light blue. There's a darker purple here. And then we have these little, I don't know, they look like wheels or flowers. It's a little cutout. And then the earrings are the wavy discs, a smaller version of those. How's life in Georgia tonight? How's the weather down there? It was hot today. It was like 80 degrees here. The sunshine was warm. I made the mistake of opening my bedroom window and leaving it open when I left this morning because we had the Circuit Pioneer meeting. And when I came back home, the rest of the house was cool and my bedroom was hot. So I had to shut the window. Alright, this is the length. It does sit down just past this collar, so mid-chest with the 2-inch extension. Going to sit here. So about halfway down to that bust. This is Oceanic Opera in multi. These are all one and dones, Jessica. These are last chance items. They're going into a bulk lot after this. It's 80 there too. Yeah, I figured it probably was. Close to it anyway. But it was a beautiful day. It was very sunshiny. Gotta have the sunshine, right? Especially after we just had rain the other day. For almost all day. It looks like we're supposed to get rain again this weekend. I think the guy said Sunday. City Celebrity in pink. So this one, there's always one that doesn't want to go over. There it is. A little chain. There we go. I know, we're actually warmer than Mom in Tucson right now. Max said that was going to happen. He was looking at the weather. Alright, City Celebrity. This is kind of a cool looking necklace. So we've got the light pink pearly beads. It has a little bit more of a modern look because of the chain extensions on these. So we also have silver polished beads in there with the pink pearlies. And they're hanging from those chain tassels. It's a little bit more like a fringe style necklace. The earrings are the pink pearly beads. We're pretty happy about that because I have walking territory and tomorrow of course starts the campaign, and so it's going to be pretty awesome to be outside in the nice weather and be able to walk and get some things accomplished. Alright, so this one is already way past mid-chest, you can tell that. This one's hanging down to just above the bust with the 2-inch extension, actually going to go down onto the bust here. This one is called City Celebrity. It is in pink. And it is going to be number 11 tonight. I have a big housing subdivision and I have a set of apartments. So tomorrow should be perfect to get those done. Yeah, isn't it cool? That's an interesting looking necklace. It's a little bit different than some of our other pink pearlies, which are just kind of sweet and pretty. That one's a little bit different. It has a little edge to it. All right, Fifth Avenue A-lister. This one is in brown. So we have the light brown on this side, we have the coppery brown on this side, and then we have our single polished silver bead right in the middle. The earrings are that coppery brown. Yeah, we're hoping to get a little bit, we're going to stay up for more than just the morning since we have the nice weather and it's going to be the campaign. So get some of that knocked out. Just in case, because they are calling for rain later this weekend, and you never know what's going to happen next week. So go ahead and get some of that knocked out while we can. This one's going to hang just below the collarbone, so right about here with the 2-inch extension. Still going to be in the upper chest area. You're not going to make it to mid-chest with this one. So a shorter length. This one is called Fifth Avenue A-lister. It is in brown. It is number 12. The only thing is my allergies are killing me. My eyes itch. My nose tickles. And sometimes my skin itches. Just random itches. Kind of love that, right? All right, next. Might want to check with them about that, Violet, because typically we leave an invitation at the Not at Homes during the campaign. So because it starts tomorrow, you might want to check with whoever has that territory, unless it's yours. All right, this one is Elliptical Episode in blue. So this is a little bit darker blue than a royal, just a little bit. It is not to a navy because it is a little bit brighter than that. It has little gold swirls in it. I don't know if you can really see these on the camera. I'll try to show them to you. Little gold swirls in there. This is in a silver setting. The earrings are the chain tassels. I take Zysol, and it still doesn't seem to help. I probably need to take more than one different kind. I do use the Flonase, the nasal spray, and I have to put drops in my eyes, I swear. And it takes 17 different things for allergies. All right, this is the length. So it is sitting down to collar length and just beyond, which is mid-chest. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to about here. So a little bit lower on the upper chest. This one is Elliptical Episode. This is in blue. It is number 13. Number 14. For 14, I have one of these too. I have a lot of these. This one's called Repeat After Me. It is a 3-layer gold chain. We have textured oval loops. We'll call them oval loops. And they hang from a bar. So this is going to help keep those layers where they're supposed to be rather than them getting tangled with each other, which happens sometimes. And the earrings are those same oval loops. Got any bright green? I don't tonight. I do in my collection, but I don't have any out tonight. This is the length. So we're up here just below the collarbones, so collarbone's right about here. I'm going all the way down to collar length with the 2-inch extension. Gonna sit down to here, so that will be mid chest. This one is Repeat After Me in gold, and it is number 14. I have a few multis out tonight. I have browns, blues, and a few pinks tonight. These are all last chance items, so they're going into bulk sales after this. So I just have too many one and dones. So we're trying to reduce the one and dones. Try to concentrate on the ones that I have more than one of. All right, this one is a longer one. This is called Lavishly Lucid. It is in brown. So we have the brown moonstone, little one on top, a little bit larger on the bottom. This one has the little arch over the top, some silver tassel on the bottom. What kind of shade are you looking for, Jessica? Like a lime or a kiwi or something brighter than that? The earrings are the brown moonstone as well. This is the length. So this one is hanging in that upper abdomen area. The tassel goes down below mid-abdomen, so by about that much. With the 2-inch extension, gonna sit down to about here, which is about waistline length. I do have some brown moonstone earrings, so if you want some bigger earrings to go with this, I do have those. This is Lavishly Lucid in brown, and it is number 15. Number 16, let's see this one. This is also one of my favorites, a bright green, okay. Like a kiwi, okay. Yep, I have some in that color. So this one is an asymmetrical necklace, and it's got butterflies, so that's my favorite. Fluttering Finesse in multi. So we have that oil, well, it's not really oil spill. It's somewhere between oil spill and iridescent. It does not have the black metal backing, so not true oil spill, but similar colors. And then this is that purpley, a little bit of a pinky purple, dark fuchsia, more purple though. White rhinestones up here. This is the way that it's supposed to lay. Now, because the butterfly is kind of heavier, because of the rhinestones, I do have trouble keeping mine in place. I use a little piece of dress tape on the back of the butterfly and stick it to my blouse. Okay. So that's a good way to keep this one still. The earrings are the white rhinestones. This is the length. Trying to keep that where it's supposed to be. With the 2-inch extension, I'm going to sit down to here. So we have, this is hard to keep straight, Fluttering Finesse in multi. This one's going to be number 16. 16. All right, let me make a note so that I don't forget, Jessica. 15, and we want kiwi green. Okay, gotcha. Next we have, I'll hold these up so that they don't get, they will tangle themselves if I give them half a chance. We have Chicly Centered in brown. So another long one, you can see it goes all the way to the bottom of my long bust. These are like a sweet tea colored brown rhinestone. And then the circular piece that kind of fans out from that center. The earrings are that same brown rhinestone that is in the center. This is the length. So this one's hanging down to the waist as well. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to here, so a little bit below that waistline. This one has a nice big loop on it, so if you wanted to, you could double this chain, or you can just fasten in the chain and pull it up a little bit more if you'd like to wear it a little bit higher. I do that a lot, and I throw the rest of the chain down my back or twist it off, depending on if you want it permanent or not. So this is Chicly Centered. This is also in brown, and it is number 17. More yellow than blue. Got it. Definitely have some of that. Next, we have Lunar Enchantment in blue. So I showed this one in pink. We sold this one in pink, I think 2 weeks ago. This is the one in blue. So 3 layers again. This is the Southwestern style, so we have kind of that arch. Almost looks like the Texas Longhorns, right? that top. That's what it reminds me of. These remind me of saddlebags. They all have this very ornate design on them. And then little trinkets hanging from the bottom. Our earrings are the little trinkets as well. This is the length. I do also have this in multi, which is an iridescent stone instead of the blue. So if you prefer an iridescent, I do have that. It's just not a one and done. This one is hanging just above the bust with the 2-inch extension. Gonna hang right about in the middle of the bust. So right about here. So we have Lunar Enchantment in blue. Aren't those pretty blue stones? I love just the stones. Number 18 for that one. All right. I'll be wrapping this up pretty soon so that we don't take up the whole night. And then we'll be back on Sunday. Let's see. Diva Dance Party in brown. This is a coppery brown pearly bead. And then we have the tassel hanging down from that. The earrings are the silver tassels. This is the length. Oh, for anybody who didn't know, price is 3 for $8 right now. So you get 3 pieces for the same $8 that you would have normally paid for one. Alright, so this is the length. It is hanging right at the bust. Tassel falling down below the bust, almost to mid-abdomen. So with the 2-inch extension, it is going to actually hit mid-abdomen. It's going to be right about there. This one is Diva Dance Party in brown, and it is number 19. A little warm in here tonight. I have to turn on the fan. And I don't know what the deal is with this fan, but this fan, I can turn it on, and it takes like a minute for it to start. I don't know what its problem is. Alright, this one, Marina Mirage in blue. This is a very icy blue. It is very, very pale. So light, it almost looks clear, right? And these have like a little iridescent finish on them. Can you see that finish? And then the twisted rope type spacers in between them. The earrings also going to be that very light blue. This is the length. So is up in the upper chest, not at the collar yet, but with the 2-inch extension, it's going to be right here at the collar. So it's just kind of bubbly. Let's see. I gotta help my fan along here. Push on the blades with my knife. That seems safe, right? Let's stick a knife in the fan. Marina Mirage in blue. If anything happens, just call 911. Number 20. Marina Mirage. It'll be okay. I'm sure it'll be fine. I've had an interesting day. Actually, it's been an interesting week. It's been a long week. I feel tired. I think that's what it is. I'm overtired. It's got to be what it is. This poor fan. You know, the funny thing is, if you leave the window shut in here, if you let the night air in and you let the night air in and then shut them in the morning, it actually stays pretty cool all day. But I did not do that in my room. Summer Showdown in pink. So these are hot pink beads. Round ones here in a little bit larger size, and then a row of smaller ones up here. These are like the folded teardrop shape silver pieces. The earrings are the hot pink larger beads. You can see it looks like a double row of chain there. So it almost looks like a layered necklace, but without the separated layers. This is the length. It's a nice hot pink to go with our hot weather. This is just below the collarbones. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down to the collar. So we have Summer Showdown in pink. This one's going to be number 21. So just a few left. And then we'll call it a night. We'll go to number 25. This one is an actual layered necklace called Delicate Dame. It is also in pink. I like this one because it's got different types of pink beads in it. So we've got two layers. We've got the silver chain, and then up here we have iridescent, iridescent, then a light pink, and then more of a hot pink bead rather than a rhinestone. So those are all mixed in together. See, there we go. Get a good picture of them. And then the earrings are the hot pink beaded pieces. This is the length. It's so hot the fan's refusing to run. Oh, yeah, believe me. I am hot all the time, though. It's not like a flash. It is like a steady heats up to here. This is the length. It is just below the collarbones. With the 2-inch extension, that silver one is just going to reach the collar. So a little bit above that mid-chest. And this is Delicate Dame in pink, number 22. It does not help that my thyroid doesn't work right, and so my body's temperature control is like out the window. It doesn't do anything right at this point, so yeah, we're having fun. It has made this whole hot flash, like 3-year-long hot flash thing fun. Fever, you're absolutely right. And sometimes I can feel my body heat rising, almost like it's actually, you know, crawling up. And then it doesn't go down. It just stays there. So I'm just at boiling. Alright, this one is called Gleaming Harmony in Gold. I love to wear this one with my pantsuits because it adds a nice little feminine touch to it with the chunky chain, but then the white rhinestones on those 3 pieces. And then the earrings are the white rhinestones. I usually switch them out, wear one of my other gold pairs of earrings. A little bit bigger pair to balance out the chunky chain, but you can wear whatever you like. So this one usually sits right there at the collarbones. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to about here, and that's where I usually wear it. You could also add an extension to add another 2 inches, and it'll go down a little bit further. But I like that because it's in like the V of my button-up shirts, so it works out well. So this is Gleaming Harmony in gold. This one is number 23. Here. So the first thing I did when I moved in was to cut down the holly bushes. This is at the collar length with the 2-inch extension. It is going to sit down chest. This is Holly Eris in brown, and it is number 24. Which brings us to our last piece of the night, because there always has to be a last piece. So we say last but not least, because none of them are least. They're all pretty, made for all different tastes, so I got a little bit of everything. This is Feeling Independent in blue. So we've got a little bit of a teal blue here. This is square beads, faceted beads, and then kind of a frilly, almost Victorian feeling bar behind it. The earrings are the little squares, the blue beads. This is the length. So it is hanging just above that collar with the 2-inch extension, going to come down to mid-chest here. So this is our last piece for tonight. This is Feeling Independent in blue, and it is number 25. So all these pieces will be available through Tuesday, when invoicing should be completed and everybody's had a chance to add to their order, and after that they will no longer be available. Just these pieces, the 25. They are 3 for $8, so you get 3 pieces for the price that you would normally pay for one. But we're just trying to clear out some of the one and dones and make some room. So if you are watching this later and you want to claim any of those, or if you came in late and you want to do the replay, that's fine. Just claim on the show like you would normally, and they will send me a notification and I will get that taken care of for Sunday at 8 o'clock. With some more pieces. We'll probably do some that are behind me that have duplicates so that there's more than one available for people. And we appreciate you all coming out tonight. 17 was chicly centered in brown. This is the one that has the brown rhinestones around the center. That was number 17. So we really appreciate it. You keep me from talking to myself, which I would probably do